Hey everyone, it's Devin here. Just thought I'd make a quick video on my experience of removing the stock exhaust system off of my cb650r. I ended up installing a CS Racing full system exhaust. The installation for that was fairly straightforward, just the reverse of removal. I'll show you the tips and tricks that I used in order to get this exhaust off by only taking off 10 bolts.
The reason I say it only takes 10 bolts for the removal of the exhaust is because there's only 8 bolts holding the headers in, 2 bolts holding the muffler in, and then you also have the O2 sensor hiding back there. So that's 11 with that guy. Other methods I've seen online include loosening the radiator, removing some fairings just to get some clearance. In my personal experience, I had no issues with that. I just needed one tool in particular, which made the job a heck of a lot easier. Because I went out and I picked myself up a universal joint socket, which allows you to reach hard angles. So I didn't have to loosen up the rad support. It allowed me to get up in to access this bolt here and a couple of the other ones that were a little trickier to get to with a straight extension. Here's a better angle of those bolts on the headers underneath. Quite a number of them are very easy to get to. It's just a straight extension. These 3 across here are easy, but then you get these 2 guys that are buried up behind the rad support, making it a little bit trickier. Up next are the 2 bolts that hold on the muffler portion of the exhaust. There's one on each side in the rear, located just in front of the foot pegs. As you can see here on the stock exhaust, there are a rubber bushing and a bolt that runs through the frame that bolts this portion up here. Here's a look at the left side of the bike. You can see the empty space here is where the old bushing and bolt sat for the stock bracket, and you see the CS Racing muffler only utilizes the one main stock mounting point.
So the removal of the exhaust took me about 10-15 minutes or so. Not too difficult to do by yourself. If you are doing it by yourself, make sure you place something underneath the exhaust for when you completely unbolt it, just so you don't put any harm on the O2 sensor. If you'd like, you can undo it from the harness as well, just to give yourself some extra slack. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll try and reply to as many as I can.